Ever wonder how a playwright from the 16th century still manages to influence modern literature, film, and even our daily conversations? William Shakespeare, the Bard of Avon, left a legacy of timeless themes like love, betrayal, ambition, and power that he masterfully explored in his plays. These universal human experiences still resonate with us today, making his work as relevant as ever. He has shaped our language, inspired countless adaptations, and even influenced the way we think about the human condition. Indeed, the influence of the Bard of Avon is still deeply felt, even after 4 centuries. Born in 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon, England, Shakespeare's early life was as ordinary as it could be. The eldest son of a glovemaker and a local heiress, he was born into a middle-class family, a world away from the royal courts and grandeur that would later feature prominently in his plays. As a boy, he attended the local grammar school, where he likely studied Latin and classical literature, laying the groundwork for his later literary prowess. At the tender age of 18, Shakespeare wed Anne Hathaway, a woman 8 years his senior. Together they had 3 children, Susanna and twins Hamnet and Judith. These early experiences of love, family, and loss, Hamnet tragically died at just 11 years old, would go on to shape many of Shakespeare's most poignant themes. These humble beginnings painted a picture of an ordinary life, but young William, however, was destined for something far from ordinary. In the late 1580s, Shakespeare began a career that would change the face of English literature forever. Leaving the simplicity of Stratford-upon-Avon behind, he ventured into the bustling city of London, a place teeming with inspiration and opportunity. It was in this vibrant city that Shakespeare found his calling. He associated himself with the Lord Chamberlain's men, an esteemed group of actors that would later become the King's Men under the patronage of King James I. This association would prove pivotal in his career, providing the platform he needed to showcase his genius. Shakespeare's plays were not just plays. They were vibrant tapestries of human emotion and intricate plots, woven together with the threads of his remarkable language. His stories, though set in various places and times, were rooted in the universal human experience. The romantic tragedy of Romeo and Juliet, the dark ambition in Macbeth, the existential musings in Hamlet. These are just a few examples of his masterpieces that captivated audiences then and continue to do so now. His works were met with immense success, catapulting him to the forefront of the English theatre scene. With each play, Shakespeare explored the depths of human nature and the complexities of the human condition. His ability to portray the most profound aspects of humanity with such eloquence was unparalleled. With his extraordinary talent for storytelling and his profound understanding of human nature, Shakespeare quickly rose to prominence. After a fruitful career, Shakespeare retired to Stratford, but his legacy was far from over. He bid farewell to the bustling London stage around 1613, opting for a quieter life in his hometown. But even as he relaxed into retirement, his words lived on, continuing to captivate audiences far and wide. Only 3 years later, in 1616, the world mourned the loss of this titan of literature. Yet, Shakespeare's death did not signal the end. His friends and fellow actors, John Heminges and Henry Condell, took it upon themselves to compile his plays into a volume known as the First Folio, published 7 years after his departure. This move ensured that Shakespeare's genius would not be forgotten. His plays, brimming with wit, tragedy, and humanity, continued to be performed and studied, solidifying his status as one of the greatest writers in the English language. Even in death, Shakespeare's influence continued to grow, reaching corners of the world he could have never imagined. Today, Shakespeare's influence is as strong as ever. His works, brimming with timeless themes and complex characters, continue to resonate with audiences worldwide. They are studied in schools, performed on stages, and adapted into films. His contribution to the English language is also unparalleled. With over 1,700 words credited to his quill, he shaped the way we express ourselves today. Phrases like heart of gold, wild goose chase, and in a pickle are all Shakespeare's handiwork. Moreover, countless writers and filmmakers have drawn inspiration from his genius. Whether it's the tragic romance of West Side Story, the political intrigue in House of Cards, or the fantastical elements in Harry Potter, traces of Shakespeare can be found in every corner of our cultural landscape. So, the next time you find yourself unwittingly quoting Shakespeare or watching a modern adaptation of one of his works, remember the extraordinary life of this ordinary man from Stratford-upon-Avon, because, as he so eloquently put it, all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players.